wants to come in and talk about it, we can do that.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Did we get him?
You might as well.
I'll go get him.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about it. We can just have him on, though.
No, I don't mind. Well,
So,
unless he wants it for his shit.
Welcome to the Yak.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the Yak.
On Friday's episode, we discussed Francis's soiree placing. Wait, when was it?
When did you guys get invited to
Taking
it?
place on Saturday.
Did he invite you on Friday? Did he know I was out of town already?
No, no.
It was like a Monday.
Rone had an invite. I copped the sympathy. Didn't go. It's my rule.
If you cop a
I
sympathy,
cop
you don't
a sympathy. I say I'm coming, but don't go.
Yeah.
Kind
It's a way to get back
That
at
is
him. That is the move.
to return
Really
the
shows them.
favor. Brandon's coming back with his arms. Oh, here comes Francis coming.
We
behind him.
discussed a possible predicament,
Uh-huh.
Francis even cracked a joke about it.
a class divide of sorts.
And
Well,
What's the difference
I don't know.
between
I
a
wasn't
party
there.
and a soiree?
I'll tell you, it was a soiree.
Net worth.
Oh, okay.
Francis, no one said anything yet, and I'm offering this to, if you'd like this on one of your shows, another one of your shows.
No. This is the place.
I feel like it's your
We already discussed
incident
it.
a little
I also have no problem, reusing material.
bit. totally.
Beating something to utter death.
Yeah, especially something as juicy like that.
Yeah, I'll probably blog it. I'll probably make some merch. That's how it goes here.
But we foreshadowed this on Friday, saying that Francis was having a soiree. And the difference between a party and a soiree is, or how would you say it? I was going to say
It's funny. I would have said that turned more into a party than a soiree.
Yeah, it became a party.
It became a party.
'Cause it was a little looser around the edges.
I think you can be a party animal, but you can't be a soiree animal.
No,
It's tough.
Yeah.
you're right.
Well, isn't a
that's a-
socialite a soiree animal?
Yeah, a socialite, I think, is the word for that. Is a soiree animal, but it turned into a party.
It was supposed to be like maybe 10 to 14, 15 people coming over for the afternoon and having, some drinks and some food, and ultimately doing what we often do, which is, as the party sort of whittles down, end of the night, turn it into more of like fun games. Like we like to play fun adult board games, role-playing games. KB and Nick, you guys have done this with us.
A lot of fun.
My favorite party activity.
It's really fun. It's cool. It's like an inexpensive way to have a great Saturday.
Yes. Played Secret Hitler one time.
Yeah, Secret Hitler, code
Hitler.
names, like role play, whatever, fun shit. And so Rone and of course his wife were invited. But the funny part is that when I invited them, he was like, we actually have these friends in town. My buddy who's a firefighter, like, I don't know if that's going to be okay. And I'm like, dude, what kind of person would I be to be like, wait a second.
You said this verbatim.
Yeah.
I said, you're the type of person that wouldn't verbalize it to him, but after the conversation, you turn to your wife and she'd be like, fireman?
We're making this sound like Francis is pro-fire. We're anti-fire.
Oh,
Well, it was perfect because we ended up
burnt?
having a bonfire and we were like making jokes about the fire escapes, and he was my cornhole partner. And then all of a sudden, you kind of looked up like and there were a lot more people there at our apartment than I had expected, and a bunch of people I didn't know, including another Barstool employee that I'd never met before, who I only learned was a Barstool employee because he and his buddy were like,
who brought him?
Can we get next? He was like a friend of a group that my wife had invited.
Oh.
But she didn't know him, nor did I.
Are you going to expose him?
Okay, so who's the Barstool employee?
Air him out.
I don't even know
You're
his name.
exposing him worse by not knowing his name.
He works in merch.
Describe him.
He had a orange bucket hat on.
Orange bucket hat.
You know who I'm talking
Fuzzy.
about?
Fuzzy.
An orange fuzzy.
Fuzzy. Well, that's a bad hat.
Should I go up to Merch right now and be like, if you're at Francis's party, come down?
He was there.
was
and
a-
you invited
okay,
Newman.
might need him,
It gets the plot thickens.
Okay.
Pot does.
The plot.
Okay.
So he's like, he and his buddy were like, can you guys play? I'm playing with Rone's fireman buddy, and we're bonding over our cornhole.
This is cornhole. Okay.
Cornhole.
Yeah.
Is this rooftop cornhole?
Yeah.
I would have loved
What time
that.
is it right now?
I would have loved that so
Wow.
much.
Yeah.
4 p.m.
Still
That
afternoon.
sounds
Sun
fun.
shining.
4:30. The sun was shining. Last nice day of the year. It was
really nice.
One guy had shorts on.
That sounds
Yes.
really fun.
One day.
Yep.
Yeah, and we had the fire going and everyone's vibing, good music, people are chilling, dogs running around, all good things. And this guy came in and he was like, "Can we get next?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." So he plays against us, and he's against me and your buddy.
Yes.
Should I say his name or no?
I mean,
Fireman buddy.
Fireman.
Fireman buddy.
And he's next to me, and I don't know him, but I'm like, "Oh, welcome." And then he just starts talking shit to me.
well, this is the fireman or the employee?
No.
Barstool.
I'm teammates with the fireman.
The Barstool employee's talking
Barstool
shit on you.
employee is talking shit to me before even telling me that he works at Barstool.
So we have fireman and
Oh.
Barstool employee.
Well, maybe he assumed you knew, and it was friendly banter.
No, because he admitted that we never overlapped. He started working shortly after I got fired.
He knew exactly who you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's remote.
And I think he might be remote.
Okay.
Oh.
A little bit remote.
A little remote.
I don't
A little
know. I think
remote,
he's here
like-
sometimes. Anyway.
He was at your apartment, which is
Hulu remote?
which
The
is
Apple
3 miles
TV?
away.
yeah.
Right. So how remote is he if he was at your apartment 3 miles away? He's got to be in the office.
May not come into the office every day. I honestly don't know. But all I
So
know,
he's shitting on you or the fireman or
he,
both?
he was shitting on me.
Barstool guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So at this point, the
and being
fireman's a
like-
friend.
I'm like, yeah, he's my buddy.
Okay.
Okay.
And so we're playing the cornhole. His partner, who is standing next to the fireman, my teammate, is superb at cornhole, a saucer thrower. He
Yeah.
a fine.
What type of shit is he call? What is he saying?
I'm like yelling out
Your
I'm like
80s
saying
guy.
the scores after each throw, after each turn, and he's like, "This guy's not a fucking math guy." I'd be like, "No, that is the number," and he'd be like, count them up and be like, "Oh, maybe you're right."
Okay.
And then
Wow.
and then if
That's
I
even
miss
worse.
the board,
Yeah.
he'd be like, maybe you need to drink less. I don't know. It's like
That's funny.
jibes
Yeah.
that are like,
Yeah.
oh, if we were in a frat, this would fly. But dude,
Right.
you need to what's your name?
yeah.
Like,
Also, he's at your house.
Yeah, that's.
Right.
can I get you another
And Francis is a
drink
great
that I
host.
bought for
He's
this
very gracious.
party?
Oh shit.
Like, not overly bothered, but just like, wow, I'm not sure that I go to someone else's house who I don't know, hop on the cornhole game against them and start like trying to fuck with them.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he knows exactly who you are. He's familiar with your work.
Does that lend itself to that?
Well,
I
some
mean,
people
no,
might
I
be like,
don't- His
oh, he's
point
a
of view, maybe.
comedian. Oh, I can.
We'll try to joke with
whatever.
jokes.
That's
Like,
probably
yeah.
what it was, which again is fine.
But still, yes.
This guy
I get it.
was
Funny
totally
man.
fine.
And he was talking
yeah.
shit off the back of his teammate whose hand-eye coordination's reputation preceded him.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking about how good this guy was going to be at cornhole.
Now I want to see this guy.
This
Yeah.
guy was fucking nice with him.
Was
So
he
that guy,
handsome?
for the record, that guy
Be handsome
was
good
very kind and deferential.
So he,
So good.
the actual good cornhole player, was very humble.
He was, and he kind of knew that by like being the guy who came to the party, stepped onto the cornhole game, which was a very low-key cornhole game, and being the fucking Tiger Woods of it,
Yeah.
not that sweet.
Was he embarrassed about his teammates trash talking?
I don't know if he was aware of it because he and Fireman were
Yeah.
having a fun time together. But anyway,
Amazing.
all of that made me kind of a little bit out of my comfort zone, just a little on edge, where I was like, wow, there's people out of my apartment that I don't know. Also, people who work at my job who are now at my home
And
that
how
I
did
didn't
you-
invite, which
They
is-
know you.
It's just like a little bit of a crossing of bubbles where if you didn't know it was going to happen or didn't intend for it, all of a sudden I'm like, do I need to behave myself now? Like, am I worried that another employee is going to find out where,
Are they going to watch you and tell stories about you? Well, no. We're going to tell stories about you.
opposite.
We're going to flip
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, we're gonna beat them to it.
Yeah.
that's right. I don't know anything about him. I mean,
And how did you find out you work together?
he told me 10 minutes into the game.
Okay.
But they kept thinking that we had the score wrong because I think they were fucked up. But you know me, I'm not going to get the score wrong.
He is a math guy.
And so like he kept questioning.
This sounds like something I would do every single thing that this guy is doing. Every single thing.
You would be absolutely entitled
I'm
to do
struggling
it, and it
to
would be
find what he
funny.
did wrong.
It would be funny because
Yeah, yeah.
we know each
I
other.
wouldn't do it to some. No, I would do it to someone I don't know.
And you would have been invited.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What do you mean he would have? It already happened.
Right.
But he wasn't invited.
That guy wasn't invited.
But you said Sass
would have been.
Sass
He wasn't.
Quite literally
wasn't
would not
invited.
be because he like knew a random person was tagging along. It would be because I had been like, "Hey, come over."
Okay. Sorry
You know
for
what I'm
an
saying?
Sass was out of town.
almost never.
All right, to finish this, the whole day keeps devolving. By the way, no, I'm not trying to throw major smoke at that guy. He was fine, ultimately perfectly courteous, left. All good. But it just I had taken an edible. I was a little like all of a sudden I was going in a different direction. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like gently melting into the afternoon, all of a sudden I was like,
on edge.
Well, hosting, you're on edge always.
Yes.
yeah, but usually it's
Then
from
an
like
added edge.
an attentive standpoint.
You want everybody to be
This was
having
like
a good time.
defensive standpoint.
Ah,
This made me think I needed to be on the defense a little,
different edge.
which all lends itself to where this is going. Which, as the party boiled down to a nice core group, we had 8 people. We ordered some pizzas and started playing these games. And at this point, 9, 10 o'clock, people are pretty banged up, and our fireman buddy is not grasping the game. I don't even think he understood why we would play a game. Really, I don't think he was like, why are we fucking doing this? And it was a very simple game. It's called Snake Oil. You get cards. You have to try to pitch someone a product that you combine 2 of the words, and it, just a very easy word association game. Makes people laugh. It's meant to be lighthearted. And he just was like, kept thinking that you get 7 cards. And he was trying to tell a story that involved all 7 cards. We're like, no, you just used 2. And he was like, don't fucking tell me what to do.
Oh, yes. Yes.
True. And by the way, so this is where I was like, I knew this day was heading. There was a slow-moving train coming towards an ammo depot. And I saw all of this converging, and I was like, I knew this night was going to end kind of in flames of some kind.
Yeah.
And it had all started with the cornhole thing. And sure enough, he keeps not participating. At one point, I had my come to Jesus moment with him where I said, the game is fun if you buy in. You got to buy in. Can you buy in? And you were trying to cheerlead that. And he was like, yeah, I can buy in. And I was like, all right, great. But he just couldn't get over the hump of being like, this isn't cool. I don't want to look cool. Whatever. He's fucked up. And then at one point he turned to me. Keep in mind, there's like 7 people. It's low key. He turns to me and he goes, you've been an awesome host today. Really. Thank you so much. I was like, you got it, man. He goes, your wife, on the other hand. Little over the top.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
Oh, yes.
Rone's
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
To you.
To me and my wife. And,
We're all
and
sitting at the
everybody
table.
everybody
Everybody's
there.
in
Front of her.
Everybody there.
Oh no!
Started off so good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that employee didn't do
Yeah.
anything wrong.
Yeah.
There's a little red herring in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that. And we all like, I was like, wait a second. Record skip,
It's way worse than
Yeah.
you suck.
I was like, what? Because I wanted him to have an opportunity, and you and I had the same exact thought, which was like, he's trying to be
He
funny.
was trying to be funny, is what I
Is
thought.
there a punchline that will solve this for him?
Like we all laugh and go back to playing the game, and
Yeah.
he buys into the
Just let me
game.
think.
does he have some magic to pull himself out of the utter bear trap that he has just set?
Because she had been nothing but a great host the entire time, dude.
Yeah.
She's making cocktails. There were 2 types of hummus, and it was like homemade.
They
It
were
looked
homemade. I watched her make the hummus.
Homemade
like,
hummus.
I love
The
homemade.
little red
God damn.
spicy. The one
I
was
could eat-
spicy.
I
the
love
one was
good.
None of us
homemade
are
hummus.
excited.
Store bought. They were fluffy hummus.
really fluffy,
Damn.
just
Yeah.
these light hummuses. She was making
What was
cocktails.
what were you dipping into the hummus?
Choose
Cucumber,
your-
bread,
pita bread,
carrots,
carrots.
tons
Hell
of
yes.
You know,
freshly chopped
Amazing.
cucumbers.
Cucumbers?
thick, light,
did.
juicy
Ah,
You
cucumbers.
guys remember the accoutrement my wife likes to lay out when you guys come over?
Which makes you feel
Yeah,
good when you're
yeah,
getting
I do.
fucked up too.
You guys made fun of her accoutrement the last time. 'Cause she created a board, and in the middle it was all sorts of amazing cheeses and things, and in the middle there were just these pistachios, that the one thing that had come from like a bag, and you two kept being like, these are the best pistachios I've ever had, which was very funny.
But that
Very
was
funny.
before she was your wife.
Yeah.
I would
Now
never
that-
make
now.
Yeah.
True. That is
Because you wouldn't have even been able to say, but your wife, anything at that time.
Not at all.
No.
Fiance's
No,
clunky.
but-
I love how you're able to look at most of the
Yeah.
people in this room and say, you know exactly what my house is like. You know what it's like being invited to a party.
Yeah,
You just never look at Sass, Kate, or me at all.
Yeah, damn.
You guys are all welcome.
I don't know that that's true. You've already proven that you won't invite Sass. Nobody would invite Kate
how did
anywhere.
we-
Whoa,
we prove
Brandon!
that?
Don't group me into this.
I didn't invite him because I knew he was
this
in
with
Austin,
you.
Texas this week.
I was in Austin.
And I should have extended an invite to you. I'm sorry about that. Honestly, it was like a very low key thing.
That's better than an invitation because he wouldn't have gone.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, now that I know that, I'll never invite you.
Oh shit.
That's not right.
You don't deserve an invitation.
I brought my son to you the other day. I brought my son. I brought my 12-year-old son and gave him to you.
I adored your son.
Give away your boy.
I gave you my boy, my firstborn son.
Gave you his son.
That is game changer.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That changes
And
everything.
you knew there was a party later that day.
yeah.
Right. This
No,
was
it
the day
was-
you had
gave a boy.
exact
You gave
day.
a boy the day of.
Saturday.
Oh, okay.
okay.
All right. I thought you
You
said
didn't think
Friday.
Tommy would have wanted to play
didn't.
games? Tommy
Well, either
loves
way.
games.
I mean, would have crushed the games.
Okay, next time we have a party, everyone's invited. Fuck's sake, this is the exact same. Last time I worked here, I had a birthday party, and everyone made that into a fucking.
Okay, so the fireman said what he said.
He said what he said.
Gave him a chance to
We
get
gave him a chance. Ron and I were like waiting, and he didn't have it. He just said it again.
Question.
He
What's-
goes- I go, what? And he goes, yeah, your wife. It was
Respect.
a little over the top.
Oh,
God, what did your
And I
wife
was
say?
like,
She was like, "What?"
Yeah, what?
yeah,
Is there
'cause
eye contact with you and Rowan at this point?
Yes, the
Yeah.
whole time. I was
Okay.
like, "I'm sorry."
yeah, that's a terrible role for Rone to be.
Oh.
Way
Yeah,
worse
that's-
than you.
I was trying
yeah.
to dig him out, and I was like, "He's trying to be funny. Like you're trying to be funny, right? Like I was trying to, you're trying.
Right.
He was trying
that
to be funny."
in order for that to have worked, he then needed to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had proven with the game that he was kind of like one track mind. Like he wasn't going to jump off the track and be like, "Oh, I'm on this different track right now." So he was tracked in, locked in. So Francis,
He was a guy at a bar who was just trying to get kicked out of a bar, basically. I would say.
which I think I've done with him at bars before too, like tried to get kicked out of the bar. This is yeah.
Which is one thing, but it's also like, okay, if you're in a intimate setting at someone's home,
You've been there for hours at this point,
Yeah.
experiencing their fluffy hummus. There was like a garnish on top of the hummus. I don't know. There were sprigs of something.
small
keep
diced red
circling back to the
onion.
hummus.
I don't
It was
know.
sublime.
I don't know. I would be so off guard. I don't know if I could kick him out.
Yeah, I didn't know what
No.
to do, but my wife was like,
Warning shot had almost been fired. You were like, during the game, I think it was like, if you keep doing this, like I might have to
I did say that.
ask you to,
Yeah.
to go.
I didn't say it. I didn't spell it out for him, but
left some
certainly my
breadcrumbs.
tone was like, dude, you have become intolerable, and unless you can,
Oh no. There
sort
was
of-
a lot. There was a lot more building up to this. He was on his worst.
he was
could see it coming.
trying to destroy the party,
That is.
and it wasn't like a party to destroy. It
No.
was like
Yeah.
He was just
Seven
he was
chill.
fucked up. I mean, he
Yeah.
wasn't like this while he was playing cornhole. He got fucked up and was on his worst behavior.
So what's the protocol if the guy you brought gets kicked out? Do you go too?
They were like, you can like stay, like keep playing the
He
game.
wanted Rone to
'Cause I
stay.
thought I was thriving in the game. I thought that I was giving good answers.
It's a
in the-
game.
Fun game.
Very
I want to
suited.
play it.
It's a fun
I
game.
know.
We have played.
Oh, so Rowan, you were winning.
I wasn't win. I hadn't won yet but I also think I was being docked for the company that I kept. I think like, we can't let him
Yeah,
win.
it's a
If he
voting game.
This would reinforce his negative behavior in a positive way.
He's very well suited. I would say that Roan. There's nobody who's got better tools for that game than Roan.
It was good fun. We were having good fun, but they were like, "Stay." He was like, Francis was like, "I'm gonna have to ask you to leave," and I got up with him, and I was like, "No, like I'll get him. I'll take him home.
Yeah.
We'll get on out of here."
My wife was like, I will, like, I don't even know what she said. I think she said she would take a shit on his face.
Cool.
But maybe she said that after he. I don't think she said that to him.
Not to him. She got upset. You were like, no, we're good. And then you're like, I think I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Then we hit the road. And and it was like, it's funny from my perspective is, you know how people with like autism like mask their autism by learning traits of like regular yeah.
That is not something I knew.
There's something called masking with autism that people like pretend that they have that you know they just learn societal norms and they power through what's going on. I think that I have that with being a scumbag, and it's like deep down I am, dude, and it's all there, and all the signs are there, and like everything about me, and like all my friends, like, and it's just the whole time I'm just like I could pretend to be good at the game, and like I could pretend to have good conversations, but like deep down I'm like spilling hummus on my shirt, fucking like making an absolute mess, and like
Defluffing the hummus.
yeah, I was deflating the hummus, and like deep down, dude, I'm a fucking scumbag, dude, and it's fucking it resonates through like the
I've seen you on. I've seen you. I think peak Rone scumbag was when we were at the Yankees game.
Yeah.
That was like Rone in his ultimate element.
And I've since had to.
Talking
I was like,
shit
oh,
to
that
every single
that
person
behavior's
there.
not acceptable. I'll have to mask that. I'll have to like turn that down. And like when I'm around those guys, I can't be like that because the company that I'm keeping.
So on the outside, you were like, okay, well, I'm gonna get this guy out of there. But on the inside, were you actually kind of cheering his scumbag?
I wasn't cheering for him, but it was, Kate, you'd appreciate this, so awkward that I was almost gleeful. I was like, oh my God, dude. I cannot believe how awkward this is. Like if you're picking the exact wrong stone to step on every single time, and like it was just like you said, a slow motion train wreck where it was like, oh my God, is this train gonna just fucking wreck like this?
Yeah.
It is. It really is. Oh my God. Look at this.
It is so crazy because I feel like that line could have worked in like a different setting, but like just
Some Italian guys like, but with your wife, I don't know.
The delivery was right.
If we knew him,
but also if it wasn't
more yards of
you guys
leash.
playing a game at a table.
Yeah.
The night had wound down.
That
and,
is just
and the
so
Bennetts
uncomfortable.
are sitting there, and Graham's sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, did he go quietly into the night with you then, or was he? Did you?
Yeah, he was.
I would've loved-
his credit.
Oh, to
He
be
goes,
a fly on the
I think
wall.
you're probably right.
Yeah, he was.
He like quietly got up. They walked out. It was all good, but I couldn't
Maybe
help
he was
but
trying to get kicked
I
out.
couldn't help but wonder, what if he hadn't?
Left.
What if he, when I was like, respectfully, I think you should probably leave. What if he'd been like, go fuck yourself?
Make me.
Then what?
You had to
I
fight.
ain't leaving.
Where are we?
You had to fight.
no.
Where are we at that point?
ball's
You
in Rone's
insulted
court.
my wife in our home. He's not abiding.
Yeah, you'd never. I mean, I don't
How
think.
long
you'd
were
ever
you
get
running
to
through that in your head? Shower thoughts? Just being like, I'll fuck you up, dude.
No, because
Yeah.
because
I would have done every
fucking rip your
scenario.
I
head
would have ripped
off.
my
No.
shirt off.
I'm lucky in that to your point about the setting, it was like the setting lent itself to a more rational response.
Yeah.
It was dead quiet.
We're in our home. I'm not going to start fucking rolling around, breaking our furniture with this guy.
I would have loved that.
Oh
though.
my God.
I'm not going
Books
to.
are color coded in his home.
know,
Dude. Imagine like toppling his color coded bookshelf.
It would be a disaster.
What are we talking
funny.
about?
silently putting the books back on the shelf after they wrestled.
Yeah,
I
like
kind of wish that happened.
Hummus
yeah.
everywhere.
So fucking funny.
He's
How
gonna
do
come
we-
back and like put a fire hydrant where you park.
No, and also, most importantly, Rone is a good enough and long enough friend that I don't want to create a problem with a friend of his.
Well, you were even like, I won't even tell the story. I was like, dude, you got to tell the story. It's like like it happened to you. You know what I mean? Like you got
happened
to
to
make
us.
fun of it. It'd be way weirder to be like, remember that time that fucking thing happened?
Yeah,
You know?
but like in my mind, all day Sunday, I'm thinking, man, I bet Rone's really ashamed, and only to find out you were fucking rooting for this to happen.
Oh man.
no.
No, I didn't want you to be mortified, and I didn't want you to.
Well, in some ways, I was just like, I more than even you, I felt bad for your your wife because she had been nothing but a gracious host the entire time. It was just so nice and like had all these people in her home and like painstakingly made it a good time for everybody. At every turn.
Yeah.
She did literally nothing to deserve that.
Well, when
She
you
made the
guys
hummus
left,
fluffy. That's tough to
when you
do.
guys left, did he ever go like, well, fuck that guy?
No.
He was
Have you
good
talked to him
the rest
since?
of the night.
Yeah, he like went back home. He feels terrible about it.
He actually wrote me a DM, which I'll read.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
But I haven't responded to because
This is insane.
This is like the scene in Goodfellas where he's like, "You're a funny guy," but it's like if they didn't laugh after that,
yeah.
they just killed each other instead.
He goes, "Hey Francis, this is blank from last night. Wanted to thank you and your wife again for having me and apologize for running my mouth towards the end of the night there. Appreciate you putting me in my place. Sorry again, dude."
Well, that's nice.
That's hard to do.
It's perfectly lovely.
There's
And
no excuse in that. I like that. He was just like, yeah, I did it.
yeah, it was as like mathematic of a negative encounter and removal that you could have.
Almost like it was calculated.
Yeah. And I wasn't mad. But again, by the way, to your point, I was glad to hear you say what you just said, that there was like this inner scumbag wanting to watch it. Because the one thing I kept returning to was, as I saw him getting worse and worse, submarining the game, like throwing the cards out, being like cock, balls, just being a total child and getting drunker and drunker, I was like, I'm surprised Rone didn't want to remove him sooner.
Oh.
Why does Rone keep giving him shots?
Yeah.
Feeding him more liquor.
I was a little like, because
Yeah. I was fucked up too at that point, but I was like, I don't even know, locked in on the game, or I was trying to, and I think, dude, it reminded me of my parents fighting, dude. And I think usually in situations like that, I wouldn't like hard intervene. Like I think that I was trying to balance the situation through playing the game well, maybe, or like levity of my own or something like that. And I also did not think it would get to him like insult. I thought he was just going to play the game like shittily. Yeah. We'd finish a round or two, and I could tell that it was like about time to go. Yeah. But I didn't think that it would come to such a calamitous end, that it would come to such a head like that.
Oh.
And it was. It was. I don't know.
Does it give second wind to the party? It gives you guys something to talk about.
I mean, it was probably the
How
juiciest
about this?
and easiest shit talking session as soon as we were out of there. There was like, you believe that, like, common enemy, believe that fucking guy type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
It was.
No, yeah, it wasn't a massive pile on. I mean, it was just sort of a general confusion. Because I can't say that I've ever experienced that. I've never.
Oh yeah, what?
I've never had to kick someone out of my house.
Yeah.
And I've never had my wife be insulted because we've only been married a month. But like,
See, I think Rone and I are on the same page. Like I have my wrestling friends, and their sense of humor when they get drunk, they're not like cerebral enough to use words, so it just turns into general rudeness.
Yeah.
And you kind of get used to it. But then when you see him only twice a year, you're like, oh shit, like this is a problem.
You revert to
Other
it.
crowd.
But
I'm out with you, Matt.
And that's my like mechanism.
Dude, I'm telling you,
revert to it too.
I
'Cause I don't
get
want to
that.
be in his position where I have to police my friends who I barely see anymore.
Of course, and I get that. And if I had a group of wrestling buddies that my wife knew, and one of them said that to her, again, I'm sure it's like it goes differently because we didn't know
I would
him.
pray him like punchline.
Today was the first.
laugh,
You
like,
got this. You got this. Like
I
you
feel
got
like just a
this.
simple like, no, I'm fucking around. Would have like just cleared the whole thing. People would be like, whatever. Be like, that was weird.
Or if he pulled like a little top or dreidel and like put it underneath of her.
yeah.
Why don't you look down?
He had also had said like, my wife was the one who suggested we play the game, and she loves the game. And he had halfway through the game been like, you guys can't actually seriously like this game.
Oh, so
It
he
had
was talking
kind of been like, this game is super gay, like blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
and we were trying. I get what you did. I was with you. It's like, let's ignore it and hope that it smooths out.
Yeah, or let all of our like kind of cooler heads like trying to play the game be the energy that kind of takes over. But the energy could not be wrangled. It was a wild
Yeah.
horse, and
Yeah,
we got him out. We got him out of the barn. Luckily,
it was all good.
Oh.
Not the end of the world.
I thought, yeah, but it was it was just like something when something so juicy happens in your social life, it's like, oh my fucking god, dude, because it's like all these, and mostly mortified, I'd say was my emotion, but it's just like, holy fuck, that was something.
Yeah.
Even like coming over to like talk to you this morning and be like, god damn, like how
Yeah.
about that one?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a that was a wild
That
one.
was
I would like to know more about the conversations that occurred between you and the Bennetts after this happened.
Good question.
I
Yeah.
imagine the shit talking was insane.
Probably tremendous.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's
That
the
poor
it's a
boy.
layup line.
Graham
It's like
started.
the
Yeah.
fucking- yeah, you got Graham going.
I mean, first of all, Graham Bennett might be like the chillest dude
Oh, he's awesome.
I've ever met in my entire life. And he's also huge.
Massive.
Yeah.
Played fucking linebacker at University of
know
San
that.
Diego.
Oh, really? I thought he was. I would assume basketball. He's
No,
very tall.
and he was like 50 pounds of muscle and beef heavier. And so I also knew, like, that was my thought was if for some reason your buddy had been like, make me,
Oh, you were gonna get Graham to fight him.
Graham would have separated it.
Oh, okay.
He would have like.
I would have.
Whoa, dude. I think Rone would have had it.
I don't think he would have. I think he would have been like.
No.
If he would have challenged you to a fight,
Rone has
Rone would
to.
have.
Yeah, I would have taken him by his chest
Who do
and
you
walked
think
him
he
out.
is?
Okay.
There is no
He
way.
just said he likes watching the world burn.
No, not like that though. I was like,
A seasoned man.
yeah. There's no way that I would let you guys brawl out in the house. Be like, whoa.
That was
Let
disrespectful.
them go. They
Settle
need
it.
to sort it out.
Graham, are you
Work it
going to
out.
let my friend do this?
No. I definitely would
You
have.
find out Rone has a history of bringing this guy to all his friends' houses because this is what he likes to do. Get them
The idea
fight
of
each other.
everyone turning to Graham.
Be like, are you gonna do something, Graham? Graham's the police.
Well, and also Graham is sober, and so I knew he would be like the most level-headed person.
I'm sober.
You guys would have never
I think that's out
touched
there.
one another. You guys would have never, ever gotten to
No,
that.
I
And the
wouldn't
fact
have.
that it even got to the, you know what I mean?
I wasn't mad.
You
I
were
wasn't-
you were flabbergasted.
I was like, this has happened. There's no putting the toothpaste back in the tube. We need to solve it as quickly and as cleanly as possible. Gently, I'm going to ask him to leave.
The difference between a party and soiree. At a party, you get fucking pissed. At a soiree, you get flabbergasted. Your monocle flies off.
just-
Oh,
never.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Perfection.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I think I thought when I was in West Virginia for Rough and Rowdy that me and Graham were getting like hammered together at the bar.
He doesn't drink.
I must have just been getting shit faced and just talking to
How
him.
drunk you were. You had no idea.
Oh, we're so fucked up.
He's so nice, and he'll just drink NAs and be like a
Yeah.
gracious listener.
Yeah.
No, but so then everyone left. Then it was just the four of us, and this was my first time meeting Graham. It was the first time Alex's first time meeting my wife, and it was just very chill, but not like in the aftermath of catastrophe. More like, you know, we knew the night was close to an end. We played a couple rounds of a game and laughed about it, but there wasn't like a, can you believe that monster?
Right.
You know, because again, he had been well behaved for 99% of the party.
Like, fuck. It was probably just fuck that dude. Like, what? Fuck that dude. Like, come in here and insult my wife? Like, fuck that dude.
No.
If someone came to my house and insulted my wife, I'd be like, fuck that
It
dude.
should be fuck that dude.
Brandon,
Yeah,
don't you
yeah.
think if someone
Fuck that
insulted
dude,
your wife,
yeah.
you'd be like, fuck that guy?
Yeah.
What? You're going
No.
to come here and insult my wife?
Did you earn
I
brownie
would get
points
madder
with your
afterwards.
wife?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I was married and Pat kicked somebody out, if he kicked somebody out of our apartment afterwards,
I'd be into that.
I'd be into it. I'd be like, all right,
Hell yeah.
job time. Let's go.
We
She
should
said
start
that
a business where we get husbands to like stand up for their wives.
Yeah.
Plants.
Yeah.
Could reignite a marriage.
That
Yeah.
honestly,
Very easily.
there is something like very, like that's. I think that's very cool that you did that. I think that's
Oh.
very nice that you stood up.
I
But that
mean,
guy should-
the alternative is to tell my wife to to chill out.
I'm on, I got his
Take his side. You're like, yeah, you're right.
Which is not
You have
a
been
viable
Thomas isn't that fluffy.
point of action.
Yeah, you could just be like, yeah, you'll get used to it.
Shut up, bitch. Go make more hummus. He's a firefighter. What have you done?
Yeah, she is, isn't she?
It is lost in the shuffle that he's a firefighter, dude. If he was wrestling on the ground with a fire, like if you whipped his ass, then suddenly you're the bad guy.
Barstool employees assault firemen in New York City.
I mean, that was why I started with that story, which was that the next day I texted Rone. The ultimate irony of this is that, sure enough, we had that whole back and forth about like, why would we ever not have a fireman at our
and I knew
party?
it. I knew it.
And sure enough,
Dynamic
talked
would
about it a
not
little
work.
we were asking questions.
Yeah, the
Like,
fire.
none of
No,
these dudes are
no.
shit talk. We might have even said that.
I think we said
fire
that.
Are shit talkers.
Yeah.
Firemen are shit
Wow,
talkers.
I'm giddy.
But I was, I also was profusely apologetic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, to both you and your wife. I don't want that to get lost in the shuffle. I wasn't like patting him on the back, being like, "We did it."
And finally, his insult is so vague, and in a way benign.
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
I don't carry a simmering, latent anger towards him. It's not like, well, your
Whereas
wife's
if she did
a
do
fat
something,
bitch.
if she did do something that was maybe a little off, then you would be even more angry because it had merit what he said.
Yeah,
Or even I think it's more that if it was a pointed insult, but it's like a vague insult.
It's like to say someone's over the top. What does that mean? That she's like clearing dishes too quickly.
I would. That's what I would. I would consider
for
that
the party.
No, like,
that isn't something
over the
to
top
do.
to me is dressing like an elementary school art teacher. She has patchwork gown on, and she's like starts a flash mob.
You think that's what he meant?
Did she do that, Francis?
0 for 3. In a
Little terrorito.
Yeah. No, there was I quickly scanned. I was like, what does that mean? What has she done that's over the top? Has she been overly loud? Has she been telling people to take their feet off the table? Has she, there was nothing. She wasn't micromanaging. She wasn't anal retentive. She wasn't anything but kind and her usual warm, providing self. And so I was like, well, okay, I think he just made that up. It's not even that insulting. We're gonna have to ask him to leave, but like it's not something that's gonna require trial by combat.
And he also
the
didn't
honor.
like it wasn't like on like later on he was like, yeah, like he never made mention of it really, like he didn't like make mention of your wife at all, there was no like through thread to it where something had happened or like, yeah, early on,
Right.
can you believe this? There was literally like nothing to it. He just said something.
Did he start the night complimentary? Like, oh, these drinks are good. And
Yeah, he was, dude. I'm telling you, he was a model guest
just got
until
too
that
fucked up.
moment, until that game.
I want to find out the
true
Barstool
colors came
employee
out.
too.
The
That's
Barstool
Yeah.
employees
Yeah.
still something that
Yeah,
we've glossed
that's
over.
back
Interesting.
though. That guy shouldn't even have been in the story at all.
It was a
It was
a red herring. It was like
Yeah.
a,
It was
It was
to
like a
say that
foreboding.
I
It was like
was-
something's ahead.
Honestly, it was really like that made me slow down my drinking and be like, I might need to be a little more on my guard, which allowed me, fortunately, in that scenario, to react with rationality and calmly.
yeah. You gave him a good day, sir. I said good day, sir.
Hey!
said good day. See yourself out, sir.
Oh.
You have worn out your welcome. It was something.
It was great.
Really was something.
It was a great night.
So maybe instead of strangers at your next party, maybe me.
Guys, you were at a bachelor party, which I knew
I
when
know.
I invited KB, and he couldn't make it.
Why couldn't you make it, Kate?
Yeah, what the hell?
I didn't get an official invite.
You shut the fuck up. Yes, you did.
Oh,
I'm gonna read the text.
I mean,
Yes, expose him.
you're going to skew the definition of official.
We didn't send out pigeons. We didn't have.
You're a slave to your own neuroticism. This is how you behave. This is why it happened in the first place. You've never been in like a. Have you ever went to like a scumbag party where the whole like everyone's interaction is just insulting each other?
Wait a second.
And the drunker you get, the more you want to be funny, but the like less capable you are. So you're just like, oh, you gained 20 pounds and your girlfriend fucked the whole baseball team. That's what my friend friends get to when they're drunk because they.
How does this have any bearing on the
I'm saying
invitation?
if you were more it's not unrelated. I think you should have been more prepared for this. Like this, you were so outside of your familiarity and comfort zone that it took it. It's
I think
such a shock to
I think I know. Typically, if I were at a bar, I would be prepared for that.
It was your own place.
10 p.m., 7 people left, close friends, and one friend of a close friend. I'm not expecting that.
Yeah.
That's just
yeah.
true. I'm not expecting a out of left field insult to my wife.
Totally. You had set the tone.
How could I have known if we were at the firehouse and it's all his buddies?
All environment. If there was music,
You need to go to the firehouse and insult him.
Or in your weird wrestling shower, I guess. I don't know where you guys.
You would
are,
hate
but-
hanging out with the wrestlers.
They are. They come in and you're like, this is gonna be trouble.
Black out and then just fart.
They're handsy. They're also they're rough, aren't they?
Yeah.
Rough?
Doesn't the night always end with
I did
wrestling?
bring one
Mean
to.
boys.
Don't like rough
We
people.
went to Alex Bennett's apartment. Yeah.
You brought wrestlers to Alex Bennett's apartment?
Yes.
Okay.
KB's
One of
the
them was
ringleader.
wasted and was just like, "This apartment sucks. This is so small." It was just like
It was small.
it was. I mean, it was obviously an immaculate apartment.
Yeah.
But the way he was delivering it was not satirical. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't being sarcastic.
Tongue in cheek, yeah.
Right.
He just kept double downing on this, and I was like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
But
That's challenging.
Yeah.
And why would he do that?
That's what they think it's funny.
That's what they do.
Just
Yeah.
insult.
Just
I mean,
put down.
Those are like, look, when I was in high school, I was always baffled by people that would like vandalize shit for fun. I couldn't understand why
Road?
That was
ripping
me.
signs
That
down.
was, oh my
That was
god, dude, that was
windows.
every night.
We used to
Breaking
ride around
shit.
in a minivan with a
It was
potato.
vandalism.
Yeah.
That's what.
That's what they think is funny.
And now they grow up and insult people's apartments. Like that's
Owen does that in the office still. He just goes around and ruins things.
can't vandalize this place.
Yeah, what do you
It's
mean?
Yeah.
fucked
Yeah.
up
It's
already.
already a shit house.
Yeah.
Owen will just go and I'll see Rone like about to leave work and he'll just go and he'll just pour a bottle of water on someone's desk.
It's Tommy Smokes' desk
then
and
he'll
it's his
just
laptop,
leave.
and
And
I
he'll
think
leave.
that's funny. I think that's funny because it's Tommy Smokes. But it reminded me of the song Beverly
Where are
Hills.
you going, Nikki?
What did I, KB? When did I know I
I'm
officially
kidding,
told
Francis,
you
I'm kidding.
because you responded.
Couldn't make it.
Oh, here it is. 2 p.m. today. Good folks coming over. Here's my address.
Wait, the party started
Love
at 2
to
p.m.?
see you, old boy. Exclamation point.
know.
He Gatsby'd you.
What more do you need?
Jesus.
He hit you with a great
That's the
Gatsby.
reason I didn't go.
Wait, the
No,
party.
I know. But
say
you
the party
were
started
you
at
knew
2?
you were
I
invited.
know. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Well, if it started at 2 and it ended at 10, that changes everything.
Oh, yeah.
I thought
We
this
showed
started.
up till 4.
Yeah, but he literally was late because he had a fire to put out.
Yeah.
If anything, knowing how long it was, and like, I know with me a lot of times, I'm better at it now at being like, all right, reel it in, have a water or two. But like, many a night where I was having a great night, but then I get this certain kind of drunk where I take something as an insult that's like not at all, and then the wheels fall off. Like I'm totally that kind. I'm totally like, I feel like a fireman kind of person where like the night was probably going fine, but like it was destined. Sometimes I go into a night knowing it. I'm like, oh,
You're not yourself.
around
though.
11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
the wheels are gonna fall off tonight, and I'm gonna do something. Wake up in the morning, and be like, "Fuck! Oh God!
Yeah, it was definitely
like-
an anxiety-rich
Oh, yeah.
Sunday for the boy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I know that feeling."
that shit was. Yeah, it was a good time. But good story. Good.
Yeah,
It was a
That
good
was a
good
great
long
story.
story, dude. I love a good hearty
I know.
story. You're a good storyteller, Francis.
Yes.
You and,
You are a
and
good storyteller.
Julio are.
Thank you.
You both are good, patient storytellers.
I'm curious, Nick and KB, you guys having been at that exact table, having played that game, if you'd seen all that go down, what would you have done?
I would have stared at my shoes.
Yeah.
yeah, I would have wanted to know.
Yeah,
Would've
I
gone to
would
the
have
bathroom.
like been the guy who like kind of like half-heartedly hyped it up.
No.
Yeah, she is a little bit much.
No,
I've
'cause
been
I
like-
honestly don't know what I wouldn't be comfortable telling him to stop or chill out.
Right.
I think like I think I would try to make it into a joke and maybe like give him a jab.
Yeah, Nick would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it would make it better,
I wonder if I gave him any jabs.
but it would divert attention. I
Mhm.
think.
I wonder if my wife had been able to deliver like a really witty sort of coffin closing comeback.
A 9/11 joke.
Yeah,
or something.
Might that have
Yeah,
like
Would've killed him.
totally diffused it? Because if
Yeah.
he had like laughed and then
If she gave a real good like 3rd-degree burn.
I feel like when he's
Good.
yeah, when you're in that mental state that he's in, and if your wife gave him a jab, I think that's when things would get out of control.
Yeah.
you might be
That's when
right.
he'd have nothing to say and he'd just be like, "Fuck you,"
No,
to
no.
your
no.
wife, and that's when the brawl would start.
No, I think you're not giving this guy enough credit.
I don't know. So.
Yeah.
Seems like a good guy who drank too much. Yeah, a little too much
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah.
It really wasn't.
Francis
it wasn't
was a
that big of
gentleman.
deal.
Yeah.
It was just it's just a good story. It's a
Yeah,
good,
it's a
funny
good
story.
story.
That I think
pressing charges though, right?
yeah, telling the story is a way better outcome than not telling the story.
Cool.
Getting to the bottom of it. What's your
Yeah.
What's your meeting, Nick?
I have a
Why are you on edge?
meeting.
Mm.
Oh, that meeting.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
AA? Is that what that means?
NA.
NA. Yeah.
NA.
Really?
Narcotics. Yeah.
I'm so sorry that I asked.
No, it's non-applicable. Since I
you can't say.
don't have a.
Fair enough.
You can't say the
No.
meeting. I wanted to tell that story to Pat Bev last night when I was recording with him, but
Really?
but I was like, I don't know if he would really get this. But it is just it's a thunderous like headline to the story of like, yeah, my friend got kicked out of a party last night, just like
Yeah.
finding out why or how he got kicked out of the party.
Bringing a friend to another friend's party, and those two people don't know each other, huge gamble.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Big responsibility. You're hosting in your own right.
Yeah, I was trying to have some kind of, and I mismanaged the steeds.
I think that's the stress of like
them running
bachelorette
together.
parties sometimes. You're bringing these like your like 3 different clumps of friends together
Yeah.
and there's always like 1 or 2 like liabilities that you know you're going to have to kind of keep an eye on. Like I feel like that has
I
always
thought I could glue
potential.
guy my way out of it, and
Yeah.
I could not.
Yeah.
There was no.
That's a situation. You could glue guy your way out of most
Yeah.
things.
We were sad to lose Rone. That sucked.
Yeah.
Because we
But I
wanted you.
I like playing games
Well,
like that.
I
Those are
specifically
always
told
fun.
you,
I love
like,
board
come
games,
back.
Francis.
Yeah, yeah.
That was my senior.
Yeah.
That was my senior capstone. Was board game design.
Yeah.
I
Was it
have
actually?
I have so many board games. Some created by my own hand.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you ever played them at a party like a soiree
I had
like
to
that?
play test it. That was my final. WVU was so easy. My God, looking back,
You're just
My senior
unstimulated.
capstone, my thesis was game night.
Yeah, they have a puppeteering
We had to bring
major.
It's one of 2 in the
Yeah.
country.
A major?
Best,
major?
yeah.
Puppeteering.
Wow.
I wanted to do it, and like I remember touring the Creative Arts Center, and I passed up like the puppet mobile, and I looked, and my mom just goes, "No, no,
Mom,
my money."
I wanna.
Ever since I saw the Bye 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 music video,
Oh,
wanted to
yeah.
control Chazé like that.
Yeah, you're trying to marionette. All right, brother. Appreciate
Francis,
you.
thank you for the
Francis.
story.
Francis,
Hey,
thank you.
let's play a game sometimes.
Yeah. You should make a yak board
Except
game.
I would love a
for-
yak board game.
Yeah.
Just make a yak board game.
Yeah, yak board game would be cool.
That
We
would
spin
be
a
fun.
wheel. No, if Erica walks back in, can you let me know? I don't want to keep turning around.
Oh.
Yeah, we will let you know.
I'll
Her
let you
office is dark.
Gaz has been mobile today.
But it's
You guys seen Gaz?
Mobilized Gaz.
He has, like,
Yeah.
Bad.
3
Been
different
going
seats.
up and down,
Yep.
this way, that way.
got a backpack on,
Yeah.
like he's about to fucking hit
Yeah.
the road or some shit. He's he's
It's
sprinting.
like he's
around.
tried to leave like 4 times, and then someone's fucked up 4 times.
Yeah. Do you think I threw my boy under the bus by telling the
Yeah.
story?
Probably.
Yeah.
No.
No, I think
I would never be able to guess.
if anything, if I was him, I'd be comforted by the fact that we can now make jokes about it instead of this
Yeah.
awkward air.
I'm going to be so embarrassed if this meeting was like online.
Of yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Double check your email.
No, it can't. It
No,
can't
she's
have been
here.
online. She just
He's
is.
here.
She's
It
here
used to be-
today. I
Remember
saw
when her
her.
Twitter bio was like often late, always in need of a phone charger? I think that she probably is just late and needs her phone charger.
Can I try to join like a Google Meet?
Yeah. Do it right now.
Is she on it? Is it you? Is it?
No,
are
I'm the
you
only one
invited
in
to
there.
it?
Thank God. Okay.
Okay.
You're good. You're good. She'll be back in a
She's
second.
here
I'm sure She
somewhere.
just has a bunch of shit going on. Breathe through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a good ass meeting.
You know what's going to be even better? that NASCAR race that's coming up.
Oh yeah.
Yep. NASCAR is back in South Florida. It's Dixie Vodka 400 race weekend.
That's right.
Championship hopes will be on the line with one of the last chances to lock into Championship 4. Watch the stars of NASCAR race to keep their dream alive. October 23rd, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Guarantee your 2022 Dixie Vodka 400 weekend experience today. Adult tickets as low as $49 and kids 12 and under $10. Can't beat that. You don't want to miss this. Homestead Miami Speedway's Dixie Vodka 400 will be a major part of the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. It's a critical second race of 3 in a round of 8 for the Cup Series playoffs, as a victory will give the winner an automatic berth of round 4. I don't know if anything I just said, that sentence made sense at all. But either way, the Dixie Vodka 400 will mark the first time on the 1.5-mile venue for NASCAR's next generation car. Tune into NASCAR's Dixie Vodka 400 race, October 23rd, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes, Kate.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautifully done.
I miss going to NASCAR races.
I know. Why don't you go to some more?
I should.
I've never
Should.
been,
Put
but
some
I really
headphones on
want
my
to.
son.
You would
Oh, he looks so
instantly
cute.
turn it into your personality.
I went to that E-Pre race in Brooklyn.
Yeah, that looked interesting.
That was sick.
Was
was
it?
a big crash? And it was crazy.
It's
What, through the
e-racing, is
streets?
it not?
No, it's like the cars are electric.
Formula
that
One
was a video
cars.
game.
Electric Formula One cars.
Oh, that's
shit.
cool.
It was
That is
really
cool.
cool. It was in
Still like 20 feet long. The cars are fucking
yeah, they're
massive.
huge.
Yeah.
And it started pouring, and then there was like a 6-car pileup. Everyone was okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're built to crash.
That is fucking
Oh.
sweet. You got to go to a NASCAR race though, because as fun as a Formula
I
One
wanna hear
race
the
is,
engines.
yeah, the
Gotta hear the
engines are
engines.
loud as fuck.
Talladega was one of the most fun weekend. Like that was.
What do you
Talladega
think
was
the
awesome.
scene? Who's going to be at like a Miami NASCAR race?
That's a good question.
Probably
There is
Gaz's.
a different.
Ooh,
Yeah, a lot of
Gaz.
gases.
Ass.
I've been rooting for Allmendinger this year. I love that guy.
Uh,
AJ?
He
Name?
just raced in the part of my cheesesteak car.
AJ Allmendinger did.
Oh.
Yeah. Or
Wow.
maybe he's doing it this
Oh.
weekend. I don't know.
Did you see the when Bubba Wallace?
Oh yeah,
he
pushed.
that guy yesterday.
Yeah, it's bad because that guy is.
What?
I think he said a bad word last year.
Nuh-uh.
Bubba Wallace probably wouldn't like.
Mm.
And I didn't know
Okay.
that. And I was in Charlotte yesterday for a bachelor party, and I was out of clothes. And there was a NASCAR store, and so I'm wearing his shirt today. Yeah.
Oh no.
I am my timing is so bad with shirts.
What was the shirt? You wore
Yeah.
the band.
I wore a band T-shirt, and the guy, I guess.
Oh, you're not wearing Bubba Wallace's shirt.
No, I'm wearing
Oh,
the
he's
other
wearing the
guy.
other guy shirt.
Which is
Why were they even selling it?
and you know why they were.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were celebrating what he had done and said.
Yes.
Yeah. So I walked in today, and Liam's like, "Hell yeah, dude!" And I'm like, "What?" And Spider's like, "You know who that is?" I was like, "No." I was out of clothes.
Man.
Damn. How was the bachelor party?
It was at a lake house an hour north of Charlotte. I got there first. I got there at 9 a.m. And the guys said they were going to be there at 11:30. They meant p.m., so I was there alone the first day.
For
Jesus
14
Christ.
hours?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Well, so it was an hour. There was no restaurants or no sidewalks, so I couldn't go anywhere. And the house was empty.
Did you get dropped off in like an Airbnb, or you rented a car? Or
Airbnb. I
you
got
got
dropped off
dropped
at the Airbnb.
So you were just stuck.
Yeah, I was stuck,
Okay.
hungry. So the house also, the water line broke, so I didn't have water from Thursday to Sunday. So I was,
Damn.
Damn.
So it was a good time.
but as an experienced poop holder like myself,
Ah.
everybody else was struggling. Nah,
Oh, yeah. You were
not a guy like me.
manhole cover
but
was
it was
sealed.
good to catch up with the boys. It was my Mount Rushmore friends.
Nice.
Well, no, the guy who's getting married was
Yeah.
is on my Mount Rushmore of friends.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's
It was-
sweet. You guys play any golf?
They did. I chilled. No, a couple guys stayed back.
Yeah.
I don't even have golf clubs.
Yeah.
Never have golfed. I'd probably hurt my back.
It's tough to be in that situation where a bunch of your friends are golfing. If you're not a
Yeah.
golf guy.
Yeah,
If you're not a fucking stick, like little Sasquatch over here.
right. He's a golf guy.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
Lake
nice.
Norman area is nice. If anybody ever wants to settle down in a lake house, get one there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
With that ad, I just got a free lake house.
Let's fucking go. No water. No running water.
Don't need it. Don't need it.
There's one lake because all the NASCAR drivers live in Charlotte.
That's where it is.
That's where it is.
Yeah.
And all the NASCAR drivers like live on this lake, and on the weekends they all like tie their boats up
Yep.
and get fucked up with their super hot wives
Yeah.
together.
I took a pontoon
Yeah.
out, and the houses there were immaculate.
Yeah.
Sick.
Water was like bath water.
That sounds fun.
Nice.
That's my dream to
good
get
weekend.
invited.
That was
to one
nice.
of those,
I wakeboarded.
Hell
Nice.
yeah! Wow.
Good boy, Nikki.
Was that on your knees or are you standing up?
Standing up.
Really?
Mhm.
Your core strength is
Oh.
pretty good.
No, I don't know if that's it. My balance is pretty good.
Wakeboarding's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's
Yeah,
hard to get
getting up is really difficult. I've never.
It was
done
pretty slow. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Everybody could do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've kneeboarded before.
Yeah, I feel like that's like kind of the training wheels version when
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't get up.
Yeah.
We paddleboarded in Alaska, and Kyle sucked.
So bad.
I don't know how you could be bad at paddleboarding.
Easy.
It was
It's
the
it's
worst.
like being bad at standing.
Yeah.
It was the worst experience. It was.
You
I
just
was in
kept
so
falling?
much pain. My arms were burning. It was the toughest workout ever, and I was pedaling 5 times as hard and going 5 times as slow.
I don't know what it was. It's like we were a mile ahead of him. And
Wonky oar.
we were in the middle of this ocean. We were looking for orcas. The mountain range was behind us. It was
Couldn't
stunning.
enjoy it. I was in pain.
It was the most
fallen into
stunning,
the-
breathtaking experience of my life.
It was hard to keep your balance, or it was like
No, the pain of having to paddle so hard and not getting anywhere while they just slowly grew smaller in the distance.
That sucks, dude.
It was truly. It was one of the best experiences of my life.
I can't believe Nick is so good at these balance.
I know.
sports like this.
I was a decent skateboarder. Growing
Ah.
That
up.
actually that makes sense.
And I think some of that conveys. So yeah, this is the view we had.
Mhm.
Oh my
Stunningly
God.
beautiful.
What is that? Heaven?
It was like heaven.
Whoa. Oh, that's huge.
That's not Kyle. That's our guide. Kyle was not in any of
Way
the shots.
behind.
Oh.
Well, show the camera. Show the camera.
Didn't enjoy a
I
second.
did think this was North Carolina for a second. I was like, what? And then
Pictures never convey. Like that just
Beautiful.
looks average in
Yeah.
the picture, but it was
breathtaking.
It was.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
For us, but then Kyle just turned in and went to the beach and drug his paddleboard, which are heavy and huge, for like another mile and a half.
It
Really?
was I didn't enjoy a second of
Wow.
that
No.
experience.
Did you think
Paddleboards
about
are,
getting
like,
down on your
weirdly big.
knees?
They're massive.
Tried to do
It
it.
wasn't
They're
a,
huge.
it wasn't that. It was the
He couldn't
I think
go.
I had a bootleg oar. Like a charger that takes
Okay.
battery from your phone.
A hollow oar.
Yeah, the harder I paddled, I was putting a lot of
He was going backwards
strength
at one point.
I was going nowhere.
They give one person in each group a prank oar.
Yeah, you got a
So,
prank oar from
yeah.
Spencer Gifts.
Dude, I'd be remiss if we didn't bring up Stephen Che and the Bucks. I feel like on a football Monday,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a
Uh.
good time for you to kind of lick your wounds or make up some excuse for why they suck now.
No, we got beat, plain and simple. Beat the whole
And
game.
you guys are a bad team.
Some are saying that. Yeah, we
You
we
said it.
You said that. You made a blog about it.
You
I thought
think?
the Steelers were the worst team in the NFL, and they still could be.
Yeah, it's a lot of karma. I made fun of Mitch a while ago, and he's carved us up twice now. It
Yeah,
was
he probably-
extra painful yesterday. Third
He
and
might
15, third and
literally
11.
have you as bulletin board material.
He might, yeah. When he came into the game, I told Jerry, I was like, Mitch is a Bucks killer.
Maybe you should respect his game now.
I do. I'm personally cheering for him. I hope he succeeds, but no better job in the world than a backup quarterback, you'd think, right?
Yeah, dude, he came and fucked you guys up. I hate
did.
seeing you like this.
Yeah, it was a bummer, but it's a long season, and you guys look good.
Thank you, brother.
What did you think about the dude that ran out? Did you see that clip? The guy that ran out with the team. I think that's like maybe the coolest move I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was a firefighter buddy move.
Oh yeah.
it was.
yeah.
yeah.
He ran out with the team down the tunnel, and
He
then
didn't
like
look that young.
one
He
second
looked-
later was getting like dragged out like forcibly from the stadium.
Yeah.
You see that?
That's impressive.
I didn't see it.
He looked like he was in his
Can we put
30s.
that on there? Can we? I think
Yeah,
it's
he
on,
was
like-
not.
He was like
he
fat
was,
with gray
he
hair.
was too old. Yeah, he
Yeah,
had
he
some
was-
gray hair.
Because when I saw the thing, I was like, oh, some young kid did it. But I was like, oh no, that's a man that hopped
It-
down there.
Did you see him? You might have to run it back. He. There
There
he
you
is.
Right in the front. Too.
Wait, that's so awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Super awesome.
He was so natural.
He's so drunk after that. Like I can't believe he was athletic.
Oh, that's worth it. He's not getting.
That's so worth it.
That's like a dad in khakis.
You're like,
That is so
That is a dad wearing khakis.
He looked at this.
Yeah.
yeah, he fit in. He
was-
wasn't in pads or anything. I was like, yeah, he's a part of
yeah, he
this.
looks
Tell he was too out of shape to even make it any farther.
No, he was ready.
Yeah.
Oh, he was about to.
What would
to
you
call
even-
it quits?
If you were a player, would you? I don't even think I would get mad at
No.
that.
No.
I mean, he's a fan of you.
Yeah, he
I
loves
wouldn't
you.
ma-
Yeah.
I wouldn't get mad.
And if you make it that far,
How do you think he even got in there?
I don't know.
because he looks
yeah.
pretty fucked up too.
But you can
Like,
stand like in the tunnel, right, and like try to dap up the players.
Yeah, he was wearing like what I don't know, it's team issued sweatshirt, but he was wearing like something that kind of blended in that like other people that worked for the team would be wearing. He could have had a lanyard and been on the field beforehand. They do tell people to like get off with, I think it's like 30 minutes before kickoff, so he could have just kind of like stayed around and maybe he knew someone there and then just kind of made the move.
Yeah.
I think that's 100 times better than like someone just running on the field like during a game.
That's a way better
Yeah.
experience.
Because
Yeah.
everyone's cheering for him, and he's like he
didn't
got exactly what he
disrupt
wanted.
anything, yeah.
He
Yeah,
didn't disrupt
no.
anything.
He's a legend forever for doing
Yeah,
that.
he
Yeah.
really
It was
is.
the least selfish running onto the field.
He
Yeah.
didn't hold up the game.
Oh.
Just want to be part of something.
Right. He
Which-
wasn't promoting anything. He just
Well, the
wanted to
game
have a
must have
good
thought
time.
like one of the coaches was like being arrested.
Yeah, he
looks like a coach.
or like a strength coach, except for he's
Yeah.
sloppy drunk and probably smells like shit.
yeah.
Definitely just standing outside all day. Sass, you're also a fucking good ass sports gambler, huh?
Yeah.
Undefeated.
Yeah, the yak
undefeated.
parlay hit too.
The
Yak wheel
Yak
parlay hit.
That's
Yep.
crazy. What were the odds? on
Quiggs is better than you. Did you see Quiggs'
Quiggs
yesterday?
was fucking insane.
Holy shit! I'm not trying to take away from.
No, that was
I just said Quiggs is
insane.
better than you, but
Quiggs' bets were like he made like what, like $10,000 yesterday off of close
What?
to
It was
$20.
a $5 bet to win 2K.
Holy
jeez, $5 win 2K.
So basically, there's a guy on Twitter that puts out predictions for first touchdown bets, and this weekend that guy was like 50 units positive. So Quiggs put them all in what's called a round robin, where it bets like a bunch of parlay combos, and he bet $5 and won 2K off of one of the combos.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's yeah. He had 4 like long shot parlays that hit.
Kenyon Drake first touchdown scorer and
It was a tight end.
Irv Smith.
Irv Smith.
And
Yeah.
then he parlayed them.
Yeah, and
Just-
hit them both individually as well,
Yes.
and hit
And
another
and hit the yak wheel.
and hit the yak wheel.
Mhm.
Good day for Quiggs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What a bastard! But Gabe Davis again, putting you on his back.
Your boy.
Did you tell a story about Gabe Davis on Matt and Shane's podcast?
Yeah.
I still haven't heard it yet. Do you want to retell it here or no?
So, I mean, yeah, we can. I mean, basically, we went to the game with Gabe Davis's trainer. Well, Gabe Davis and like a bunch of dudes from the Bills came to this Friday early show in Buffalo, and then on Sunday we went to the game with Gabe Davis's trainer, and then we just like hung out with Gabe Davis like the rest of the night, and then we went to like the Dave and Buster's with the whole Bills team, which was fucking insane. And we were so fucked up just playing games with like Josh Allen.
Josh Allen was with you?
He was there.
Was it like, haha, we're at Dave and Buster's, or like, this is what we do
So
at Dave and Buster's?
No, it was like
No way.
Shane and Lemaire were on mushrooms.
Oh.
Shane was so fucked up. I was belligerently drunk, just going around from game to game. We had they gave us the unlimited cards, charge cards. So I
I
would
know those exist.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't.
You still have it?
I have 2.
Limited?
But they're probably
unlimited?
but they probably
Two
expire. They
Oh.
probably expire. Because mine broke, and then
What's
I'm
it
like,
made of?
it like wasn't working. It wasn't scanning.
Oh, I thought it shattered.
And then I'm
It was
going
made of
up.
crystal.
Yeah. And then I'm standing there, and I'm so fucked up. This is why I came in on Monday, and I was like, not my best performance. And I'm standing there, and I'm like talking to a cop at the front door, and I'm like, dude, my charge card's not working. And he's like, I don't know what you want me to do. He's like, I can't help you with that. And I'm like, I know, but like, you think you gave me one, and it's not working anymore. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a cop.
It was a cop. I thought it was like one of the guys at the front desk.
Oh, shit.
And I'm just
How could you confuse that?
talking to a cop for like 10 minutes being like, can you get me a new charge card? But yeah, it was fun. We hung out with Gabe Davis for a while. He's a really nice guy. I didn't know he was only 23, which was crazy.
Yeah, he's just a couple years. Is his 3rd year in the league or something like that?
Yeah.
He's a year older than you?
2.
But you guys super related though, at Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was very fun. It was a fun weekend.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. And now he's just scoring touchdowns for you.
Oh, yeah.
He's been scoring when he's healthy. He scores an insane amount of touchdowns.
I know.
He can't stop scoring touchdowns.
I know.
That's a good dude to have as your friend.
I know. He gave me a nice little poster framed. And it says, to Harry from Gabe Davis.
Did you just dox yourself, dude?
Oh,
And
man.
it says, welcome to the Bills Mafia.
So are you a Bills fan now?
I kind of have to be.
Who else?
Unlimited Dave and Buster's card. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, I will say when it comes down to like the Eagles and the Bills, bro, it's getting tight.
No, dude, you can go fuck yourself then. Go be Bills gang.
I will say I had a more fun time watching the Bills game than the Eagles game yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
the intercept. Oh, I watched him on the plane on my phone.
And so what do you mean it was a more fun time?
The
Well,
Bills were playing the Chiefs.
game that the Bills. Yeah, the game that the Bills won was crazy. The
Yeah, but that's
interception at the
always
end.
those are
1
always,
point Buffalo.
Yeah.
Eagles.
And the
You should've
Eagles,
played
and then
the
I
better
watched
team.
the Eagles, and it was just like they were just destroying them.
Fast.
Yeah, that's awesome. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, but it's also fun to watch like a good game.
Yeah, but that was because of the Chiefs, not because of the Bills. Did you watch the Bills game last week against the Steelers? They just whipped ass the entire time.
Yeah.
The same thing you're accusing the Eagles of doing.
Well, I was there, bro.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
I was there with Gabe Davis.
Lest we forget.
Yeah.
Sass, retell the story.
I'm gonna have to fucking I have no cool Eagles players that I can hook you in with, dude. I don't have a Gabe Davis
No,
adjacent.
I'm kidding. I'm still a big. Eagles
No,
fan.
you're
I'm wearing my Phillies gear.
no.
I'm wearing my Phillies gear right now.
It's cool.
I think I'm rooting for the Phillies.
Are you
I think.
over the Cleveland?
Well, yeah.
Are the Mets just out of it?
Yeah.
Damn, that
I like the
sucks.
Padres. I think.
I like the Padres too.
Why?
Machado.
Why not ride with us?
I like the fit. The
I like
Padre
Bryce Harper a
fans,
lot.
the Padre fans, I love them.
I was getting flamed for saying that that's a stabbable stadium. Then I look it up and like multiple stabbings have happened at
Yeah.
that
You're talking
stadium.
about Dodger Stadium?
I was saying
Oh.
I said that the Padre Stadium is a top 10 baseball stadium.
You were
Oh,
like,
for sure.
And you were like, it's Padres, places you get stabbed. Padres, Dodgers, Raiders.
And then Chargers.
Yeah,
California.
the
Stabby.
foos.
No, fool.
Yeah.
Fucking fool.
People were getting pissed.
People got pissed that I
Yes,
said
it
that,
is.
but I looked it up and there were multiple this year. Within this
Oh, yeah.
calendar
Oh, yeah.
year, there's multiple
That's
stabbings there.
crazy.
Are you speaking of baseball? Are you seeing the Astros tweet that people are so pissed
Yeah, it's
about?
insane.
What the fuck?
What is
Wait,
it?
I was like, am I missing a joke?
People are so pissed off, calling for like the guy's job.
What happened? What was the
It's
tweet?
the most
tweeted
harmless
it.
tweet.
It was
it's
like
a sweep tweet.
Yeah, there was like a broom in the picture, and they used like a pun to like for Seattle, like see you later.
See-
The
Yeah,
broom was
see-
sweeping up a Mariners poster.
Yeah.
And then with an ocean pun. And I saw people upset, and so I looked, I was like, am I an idiot? Am I missing some like crazy joke? But I
Going now or
She's
Give
got
her
her
a second. Give her a second.
she's got her long coat on, so I would.
got the long coat. The light just went on.
Okay, so this is what they're.
That's what people are so pissed about.
Yeah, I thought I missed.
So mad.
I don't get it.
That people are like, this is classless.
Right. Yeah, I didn't understand the upset. But people were really upset.
What do they mean classless? I just don't
I
get
don't
it.
know, but
Yeah.
if you look at the quote tweets, they're just like the social media person needs it's outrageous.
That's so weird.
Even the Astros fans are just like, can we win with class, please?
I used to go to a lot of Padres games because I lived in like North San Diego County, and it was just an awesome stadium, like Rome was saying.
yeah.
I went to one Dodgers game. Fuck those fans. Fuck that stadium. I had the worst. It was like the worst baseball experience I ever had.
I had a bad one. I had a
yeah.
bad experience there too.
It's
I
out in the middle of
hated it.
nowhere.
But
isn't
I'm
it?
an asshole actually, so that was.
I was wearing a Phillies jersey that said Katie on the back that had my name, and
Yeah, yeah.
so
Yeah.
it
That
got
doesn't help.
thrown at me and Katie.
Baseball
Rone
games
was
are fun
Rone
as
was
fuck.
being yelling to a opposing fan at the Yankees game,
Yes.
a Red Sox fan. She didn't have her name on her back, but Rone found
Oh yeah.
her name through following Jared Carabas, and then you started yelling
yeah.
her name at her, freaked her out.
He was like a super fan.
Yeah.
Oh, she reacted like, of course. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like the
yeah,
way she
yeah.
reacted.
She was like,
She
yeah,
wasn't freaked out.
it's me.
No.
Then it was every single person that left. Rome would turn to them and go, "Bye."
Bye bye.
It was in a funny way because
Yeah.
they were already winning.
Yeah.
They were the Red Sox fans were beating the Yankees, and they
Yeah.
were leaving because they had won, and I was acting like bye, like we're like beating you, but they were beating the
Yeah.
Yankees. I was trying to be funny, but also that's why I've learned to mask my scumbag around you guys.
It was very
kind of
funny.
tuck that away.
It was
and,
funny.
Save that for when I'm booing with the boys. But that's why I got to get down to a Phillies playoff game, just so I could just show my true
You
colors.
gonna go?
Yeah.
Myself, I'm trying to go on Friday.
They're probably going to
Oh,
think
nice.
you're tame.
Yeah, they're gonna be like this pussy fucking
This
went
put
corporate.
together guy.
This fucking
Yeah.
New York pussy.
Yeah.
All right, good show.
I want to go to a
Yeah.
hockey game. You guys want to go to a hockey
Yeah,
game?
I love hockey games.
I saw a
Wait.
video. Did you see the video of the guy who strapped the octopus to his
Yeah.
chest and like
Yes.
fucking snuck it open and threw it on the ice?
No,
It was
that's
C4. He like tried to
Crazy.
strap to his chest like he was breaking in.
Do we have to do the wheel?
Oh, we have to do the wheel.
Good call,
Run
Kate.
it, run it.
There's that really old Donnie video where he's trying to get into like one of the Shanghai Sharks games, and he goes through security, and they lift his shirt up, and he just has beer cans like strung all the way around him.
Yeah.
Donnie's hilarious.
He got away with so much.
I know.
Oh my
I know,
God.
dude.
He had a fake job. He like faked being an expert to have a job for like
Yes.
a couple years.
He was a doctor.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
It
Alright.
loves that little portion.
Yeah, it does. It likes that dance. All right, hey, good show, everybody.
Yeah.
Appreciate you all. Nick, kill it in that meeting, brother.
Kill it.
It's not a. It's just a
Just a meeting.
meeting.
Just a regular meeting.
No, this is life or death.
It's about Kyle.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Got to see if we're going to extend him or not.
Yeah, they're pulling me in later for that.
He's cool, but his wrestling buddies are
Yeah.
they're
I
reckless.
resonated so hard with your situation.
Yeah, it's
Never to that extent, though.
It's funny.
That's
explosive.
funny, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a good
Nothing you
story.
can do, yeah.
See you guys tomorrow on the Yak.